Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Arfan here with Grow Automate Scale. And in this video, I'm going to talk about Facebook detailed targeting strategies. These are targeting strategies that you can use to help you to reach more of your ideal client and get higher quality leads on Facebook. So let's dive right in. I'm going to use my chalkboard here and I'm going to go over three different targeting strategies, detailed targeting strategies that you want to start using right away to get better qualified leads into your pipeline, into your funnels, into your launches, whichever it's going to be. So really, like, Facebook has a few different type of ways to target. Okay, so you have custom audience. I'm gonna do that short. Custom audience. Then you have lookalikes, and then you have interest. Okay. So these are the three audiences that you can really target. Interest is going to be like I like to start off. If you have a brand new ad account, you're just getting into it, or you've been doing this for a while, you still want to target interest based audiences, and these are like influencers, right? So influencers, let's say Brene Brown, Tony Robbins, these big names that people will follow, and there's other ones too as well. Brendan Bouchard, Lewis Howes, you can go on name, Seth Godin. There's a lot of different authors and things like that. So that's another one is authors. You can also check out blog and different like websites. Now I know this can be interchangeable to like the same thing, but like websites as far as like software and different things like that that people may be using. So for example, if someone's in the email marketing or you're a copywriter and you're trying to reach people who and you have a service where you help people with writing emails, guess what? Doing something like email marketing would be a great interest to start targeting to be able to get more qualified leads. Because guess what? If they're doing email marketing, they need a copywriter. No matter what business you own, if you're doing email marketing, you need a copywriter, right? So that's interest based. Now, lookalikes, in order to have a lookalike, you have to have custom audiences because the lookalikes are based off of the custom audiences. Now, the strategy behind this that I want to really go over is to have really powerful custom audiences. So, for example, one of your best things is going to be your email list. So, if you have an email list, this is going to translate into a really awesome lookalike audience. I recommend using 1% to 3%. In my own personal testing, I found when you go beyond 3%, you start losing a lot of quality because you start going very broad. So if you stick to the 1 to 3%, chances are you're gonna see really good results. And you can test 1%, 2%, 3%, or you can create an audience of just 3%. So I do recommend doing the 1%, 2%, 3%, and testing each of them separately to see which is going to get you the best results. That's a really, really great strategy to use for detailed targeting. The next one is going to be your web visitors. Now, this right here is actually super important because you can actually layer this depending on your business. So, for example, if you're a health coach that has blogs and recipes on your site and you get a lot of organic traffic, when I say organic traffic, you're getting like a few thousand views a week or a month or something like that, you can actually create a lookalike audience based off of that individual actual blog or recipe or something like that, and or you could actually just create an audience of your whole entire website. And similarly, you want to take that into a 1% to 3% lookalike audience. Okay. So here, this is now we're filling up our audiences. If you're following me along, right, you can look at this now. You can say, wait a minute, I now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different audiences I can test. If you're just creating 3 ads, 3 times 6, you're just multiplying now, right? You now have 18 different ads that are going to many, many people, and you're generating a lot more leads. And you can test to see which you're going to qualify leads from, because you also, a couple of things you'll have. I'll put a logo right here. You can have your CPL, that's your cost per lead, but then you're going to have your CPQL, that's your cost per qualified lead. Because guess what? Not every single lead is going to come in. Traditionally, about 2 to 3% of the market is ready to buy at all times. Okay, that fluctuates depending on economic strength. But typically, 2 to 3% of the audience is ready to buy at all given times, and you'll average about a 2 to 3% conversion rate. Plus or minus here and there, for your entire business over the course of 12 months. That's just the statistics of it. So what you want to start doing now is that you're going to get a cost per lead. Then as you start filtering through, you're going to get a cost per qualified lead. And you want to make sure your cost per qualified lead is in alignment to your program prices. And that's really how the strength of actually using these detailed targeting audiences really comes into play. Because this is where you start getting better results for the ad dollars you're putting in. Now I want to go just a few layers deeper to talk about some other really just, ones that aren't talked about a lot that I think is very, very powerful. And this is videos. If you're not using videos right now, you definitely have to. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all these platforms are becoming heavily, heavily video based, and your videos will have your most engaged and targeted audiences, right? So here's what you do. If you do videos, and I recommend doing something along the lines of this, creating 3 to 4 videos that are hyper specific on solving like an exact problem, right? The 3 steps how to like 3 ways to easily track your calories, 3 ways to start dropping body fat, 3 ways to generate more leads organically, 3 ways to things like that. Content people can consume and take action on right away. Right, so the number one tip to get your ad graphics to stand out, right? These are things that someone's going to consume in 2 or 3 minutes, or even less than that, 1 minute. So you want to create about a bunch of these videos, and you can create a custom audience that you can now, once you get a good amount of views, and I want to say collectively you have a good 5 to 10,000 views, you now take this into a 1, and you're going to guess it, right? A 1 to 3% lookalike audience. And boom, you have another one. I like this strategy a lot, especially if you're going into launches, because one of the big things about it is that these videos are hyper specific. You can get people to know and like you before you ever ask them to trust you and take out their credit card, or to join you on a webinar, join you in a masterclass, join you at a live event. You're getting a lot of people who are going to be hyper qualified. So this is where videos become very powerful. Even if you're doing this organically and you have over the past 6 months, you're doing 2 or 3 videos a week, right? And you're doing it for 6 months, and you have a whole library of like 50, 60 videos. You can stack all these up together and create a lookalike audience, and that's so, so, so powerful. It's extremely powerful, and we definitely want to use that. The next two is, I'm going to combine this because I want to speed things up a little bit here. So the next two is going to be your FB and your IG engagement. So this right here, depending on which platform you're using, you may find out that Facebook is, you have more engagement on Facebook or more engagement on Instagram, whichever is going to be. But this right here alone can also be translated into a very, very powerful 1% to 3% lookalike audience. I have a launch that I recently did for a health coach, and she was very active on Instagram, but we still tested the FB, and she was getting lower cost per lead and a lot more purchases from the FB. Because guess what? People want her content. She just happened to be really like a big influencer on Instagram, and she loves Instagram. It's easy for her. But when we advertising on Facebook, she's getting a lot of people who are coming in for a lower cost per lead and actually purchasing more of her products versus Instagram. And chances are, doing like Instagram, she's probably converting a lot of people organically, so the ad revenue is not coming from that. Whereas she's not on Facebook, so there's a missed opportunity, not missed anymore because we're running ads. So we're able to, while she's sleeping, while she's on vacation, we're able to still run ads and get results. And of course, you guys can go into the 1 to 3% audience here. So try these out into your Facebook Ads Manager. I'll link another video here somewhere because I did have a video where I broke down how to create these audiences. So I want to make sure you get that too as well. But if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Again, my name is Arfan. We're Grow Automate Scale. If you ever need support with done for you ads management or done with you ads management, there's a link below in the description. Click on that and let's schedule a call to chat. Other than that, I'll catch you all in the next video. Have a